Okay, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am doing my October currently inked, but before I do, and I know that's a few days late, which there's a reason for that. I was waiting on some Happy Mail to come in. I ordered some stamps and I was waiting on them to come in. So I will show you. First is this one here. This is I'm going to keep it on the paper so you can see it, but this is from a shop called Felicity's Attic. And then she's got she's got other stamps too, but these are the two that I was most excited about. So you've got where it says brand and color, then you've got favorite ink, favorite pen, then you've got what kind of ink it is. Is it shading? Is it sheen, shimmer, duochrome, multichrome? And then you've got your nib sizes over here. Hopefully you guys can read that. Maybe if I get a little closer. There we go. So we got there, and then we've got a couple pens over here. We've got a fountain pen and then a glass dip pen. And then we've got over here where you can write the pin, nib, and ink. Currently inked. You've got some heart check boxes. Then you've got over here where if it's a cartridge sample or a bottle. And then we've got different bottle sizes. So we've got your sample size here and your bottle size there. And a couple different nibs over here. And the second one that I got was this one. A couple titles of my ink collection, my pen collection. Another sample bottles. And then a couple different bottle types there. We got an ink swatch. We've got a little, you know, those coloring cards that you can swatch on. So swatch cards there. Looks like a type of frame there. New pen day, new ink day, fountain pen friendly, another ink bottle, currently inked. You've got two different kinds there. And then you've got limited edition and then ink swap. So if you ink swaps, you can stamp that on your page and then do all that. Those are from Felicity's Attic. Let me pull up, that way you guys can see all her ways of getting a hold of her, all her medias. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these ink bottles. I think I'm going to do one of these two. I don't know, maybe this one. I'm not sure. One of these. I'm going to stamp out the spots. I'll probably do it off camera just because that way it's not super long, but I'm going to kind of figure out which stamp I want to use, and then I will use that as what I swatch. So yeah, and then after we do that, we will go on to our big swatches where I use the sandwich bag, and then we will take a closer look when they're all dry. All right, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I stamped 5 spots because I have 5 pens inked up. And we will start with, let's start with this one, Birmingham Pen Company, and this is Seized Gearbox. I have had this for a minute and I have not inked it up yet. So, I mean, my pens have been inked up for about 2 weeks now, but I have not inked it up prior to this month. And so we will get started. I'm just going to use my ink muddler to fill in my little ink bottles. Oh, let's go with the lid too. Why not? Why not? All right. Put a little bit too much ink down, I think. So with this one, I have inked up in a new pen. If you saw my Instagram, you already saw these pens, but this is a Genhau. This is I'm not exactly sure. It's a Genhau 58, and it's the wood with the green. I think it's sage green. And I got this in a fine nib. So yeah, these are inexpensive pens, but I have been absolutely loving writing with these. So let's see here. Do I do ink first or do I do, what do I do? Let's see, I do ink and then pen. Okay. You know what, maybe let's get a little closer. hopefully that's good. Okay, this is Birmingham Pen Company. Seized gearbox. Hopefully it's in focus. And the pen is a Genhao 58, and this is in the wood sage, and this has a fine nib. That's that. All right, and let's see. Next up, we have, I'm gonna hold off on that one because that one is, has shimmer in it. So the next one we have is another Birmingham Pen Company, and this is this is Root Cellar. I almost was thinking rod cork, but this is Root Cellar. And this, where's my ink muddler? There you are. Is another one. I don't think that I've actually inked up in a pen before. Okay. And this one I have inked up in another Genhao. This is my Genhao 58 in Scrimshaw white. So it's got those little pearlescent pieces in there. This is that's the nib it has on there. Okay. And these write so good. This is Root Cellar. This is the Genhao 58 in Scrimshaw white. And this also has a fine nib. Yeah. So that is number 2. Move some of this stuff around so I can move up a little bit. Keep you guys in frame. Maybe I should turn slightly so you're straight, even though I'm at a crooked angle. All right, next up we have Monteverde Fireopal. This is like a reddish orange. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh, the sun is starting to hide on me. Sorry if the color's not great. All right, this one I have in another Genhao pen. This is the Tiando or Tiande. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, to be honest with you. But isn't it cute? It's got a little guitar clip. And this is the nib. It's got swords on there. Super cute. I believe this is a number 8 nib. So this nib is bigger than my other ones. Okay. This is, and this writes so nice. Very juicy. Monteverde. Is Fireopal one word? I believe it is. Fireopal. And this is in the Jen Howe. Let me just make sure I'm spelling it correctly. I am not. Tiandao. Yep, that's how you spell it. Guitar. And it is in just white. Yeah, and this is also a fine nib, even though it writes really juicy. And that's the little finial at the top. It's a cute pen. It's bigger. It's like a bigger pen. Like if you were to compare it to like the Gen Hao 58, it's a pretty, you know, hefty pen. I mean, the barrel part seems pretty comparable, but everything else is quite a bit bigger. All right, next up we have Ferris Wheel Press Hearty Harvest. I mean, you can't really have October without having a shimmer orange. I'm trying to mix up that. I don't have much left of this. Okay, and this one I have inked up in my AdMock M800. I believe this colorway is called Jade. Not exactly sure why. It seems like there's a little bit more orange in there than Jade, but anyway. Oops, let me mix this up just a little bit. All right. This one is, what did I say, Ferris Wheel Press? Press Hearty. Did I say Hearty Harvest? I did. Hearty Harvest. And this is in my AdMock M800 in Jade. And this is also a fine nib. And that's that. It's so funny. These look so similar, like in the swatch. But the writing, like this is very much like a red orange, but mostly red. And this is a brighter orange. And in the writing in my journal, when I journal with it, it's very distinct. Yeah, okay, and last but not least is an ink I've had for a really long time. I have never inked it up. But yeah, so it is, I don't even know if it's available, so if it's not, I apologize. Atramentis, and this is their Velvet Black Copper. There's several copper series where it's multiple different types of ink with the copper shimmer. So this is Velvet Black Copper. I don't have hardly any of this left either. It's almost gone. It was just a small, I mean, if you guys know the samples, you get only like 2 mils, I think, that you get to begin with. Ooh, a lot of ink. A little nervous about this ink, so I was afraid it was going to clog my pen. But so far it's been doing pretty good. And this one I have in my Gen Hao 58 Scrimshaw Matte Black. So pretty. Like, look at all those. So pretty. And then that matte finish. Yeah. Okay. Look at all that shimmer. Okay, this is Atramentis Velvet black, copper, and this is in my Genhao 58 in Scrimshaw matte black, and this is also in a fine nib. Yeah, and that is number 5. Well, let's put it up here, number 5. Okay, so I am going to let these dry for a minute, and then we'll go on to the bigger swatches, the ones that I do like this. Yeah, so I will be right back. I will get all ready to do those. Okay, I am back, and we are ready to do our big swatches. So we are just going to go through them. I'm not going to really say what everything is because, you know, we just did that. So basically what I do is I just dab some ink onto the page, some drops, and then I take my sandwich bag and I set it down and I just kind of move the ink around to do some ink swatches. And then I kind of pick it up and move it around and, you know, just make it unique. And then off to the side, I just have, you know, a wet wipe that I kind of wipe it off with, and then a towel to dry the bag off with. And then over here, I'm gonna have to do this again so that way you guys aren't crooked. I just kind of write the same thing I wrote on the other one. Genhao 58. Wood and sage. And then I'm just gonna kind of not write the whole word out. And this is seized gearbox. And I think I do it the opposite way. I think I just did that backward, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, next up, we've got root cellar. And then I also just kind of alternate, you know, so the swatches are not all on the same side. And then again, we have our Genhao 58. You know what? I think it's gonna bother me. I do that first. Okay. So we're just gonna, this is root cellar. Genhao 58, and this is Scrimshaw white in the fine nib. And then we'll do one more on this page, which we will do the Fireopal. my water. If you guys know Birmingham Pen Company or have ever tried any of their inks, the water is neon green. There we go. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I know it's kind of dark in here now. All right, this is Monteverde. Fireopal. Again, I'm not going to try to pronounce. Oh, you know, this is actually a Genhao 1935. You know, I don't think I said that before. That's a 1935. That's the model type. This is also in the nib. And these are really smooth writers. Like, they just glide across the page. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with these pens. All right, let's turn the page and try not to get ink everywhere. Oh, and just in case anybody asks, I know sometimes I forget to do this, but this is a Hobonichi notebook. I believe this is from last year. So I believe maybe this is the Ultimo River paper. I can't quite remember because I have two of these books and I don't remember which one's which. So, but this is from last year. Like maybe even the year before, because I have been doing this in this book. So I'll show you. Like, this is from January of 2024. So this probably is even, I probably got this book in 2023. So this is probably the Ultimo River paper. It's gotta be. All right, next up we have Hearty Harvest. Give this a shake to get that shimmer. And I don't have hardly any of this ink anymore either. It's almost gone. And then when I do the swatches, whatever side I started on the previous page, I do the opposite on the next page. So the swatches aren't directly one on top of each other. I don't know if that makes a difference. It's probably just my OCD, but it is what it is. All right. I'm hoping to have my November currently inked up right on November 1st. There's a good chance I might film it like the day or two before. I'm not quite sure because I am going out of town in November. And I just want to make sure I get everything that I want to do in November. Like, even if I have plenty of time, I want to kind of get it done early. So hopefully that works out. All right, and my Admock. Let me get that going inside there. And if you've never tried an Admock, these are pretty affordable pens. I think they're like $30. But I want to say it's supposed to be like a Pelican dupe. I mean, they're really smooth writer. I'm sure it does not compare to a Pelican, but it's supposed to be the dupe. All right. And this is Ferris Press. Hearty Harvest. And and Jade. And Fine Rib. There's that one. And of course, last but not least is the Atramentis. Okay, it's like I've swatched this ink plenty of times, but I don't know why I just never put it in a pen. I'm just not sure. It's a really cool ink. It's got really pretty copper shimmer all in there. And it's been writing really well. Like, it hasn't really got, like, it got clogged up the very beginning when I first put it in, but once I started writing with it, it was fine. Ooh, that is a pigmented ink. I mean, look at it, you just kind of like, you don't get like those dot splotches, you get like just mounds of ink. Definitely very pigmented. All right, and this is in my matte black. So we have trying to mark my hands in there. Oh, you know what? I didn't move the ink around. Got to make sure we get that shimmer moving. Atramentis, and this is Velvet, Black, Copper. This is my Genhao 58. Matte black. There we go. Oh, you can already start to see the shimmer over there. And it looks, it's like black, but it's like a charcoaly black. It almost looks like a tad bit of like navy blue. Such a cool ink. All right, let's let these dry and we will do a flip through of all the swatches. We'll do the big swatches so that way we can see all the ink properties. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I am back and they are mostly dry. All right, so let's look at these inks. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Okay, so this is the Birmingham Pen Company, C's Gearbox. You can see like the dark shading, but you can also see some of the green. It's just a cool ink. And then we've got Birmingham Pen Company, Root Cellar. It's like this yellowy orange. Just a cool ink. I'm glad I inked this up. I'm really enjoying writing. I have literally enjoyed writing with every single one of these. Like I'm going, like I'm not leaning more towards one or the other. Okay, that's not true. I'm leaning more towards this one. I picked this pen up and want to write with this more than any other, but I've been writing with them a lot lately, all of them. And then here we have Monteverde's Fireopal. I believe this was a sample that was given to me by Danielle, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I thought maybe Danielle might have given me this one. But very cool. It's like that orangey brown. I'm sorry, orangey red. And then we have Ferris Wheel Press, Hearty Harvest. I must not have shook it good enough, or maybe I just don't have enough ink in there, like enough shimmer in the bottle left anymore for it to show the shimmer. But it's a beautiful orange. I inked this up last kind of Halloween-y time. And then here is Atramentis Velvet Black Copper. And then you can see that shimmer. And then it's just a cool ink. Like, is it dark blue? Is it black? Is it charcoal? It's just a cool ink. I really haven't been enjoying writing with this. And I'm glad that my pen hasn't really inked up or anything, or clogged up. All right, so that is my currently inked. Let's zoom out a little bit and we will put our pins next to our colors. I didn't do like a really whole matchy-matchy because basically my pins are pretty much white and black besides the green one. So I could have put really any color with them. But yeah. So that is my October Currently Inked. I hope you enjoyed. If you are looking for some stamps, make sure that you check out Felicity's Attic. She's got these ones. These are brand new. She's also got ones with all bottles, and then she's got ones that kind of represent all the different types of bottles, like your Ferris wheel press, you know what I mean? Your let's see, basically all your major brands she has. But these are the two newest ones, and I liked them because they had all the different little things that you can do outside of like just your ink bottles. And then I love the little sample bottles. I think those are cool too. So, and then of course, here's the size difference between the smaller one and then your larger stamp. So yeah, and then, oh, and when she sends you, she also sends you this, information thing. So basically it has like how to take care of your pen, or how to take care of your stamps, what they're made of, what inks go well with them, and then she tells you the type of inks, and then she gives you the information about that ink. It's just really cool and informative. So if you so if you order anything, just yeah. And I did get another stamp set, and I won't lie, I have no idea where I got it from. I can't remember for the life of me, so I'm gonna have to go back through some of my orders. But it's basically has like the weather, and then it's got these arrows, and then it's got like, you know, just a bunch of different little icons, and then it's got some words down here: goal, focus, review, urgent, you know, all your stuff, gratitude or grateful for, task, habit tracker, you know, just really cool. And I'll try to remember to link this in the, or at least say where I got this from in the description. But I love this, like, you know what I mean? Like your book, your headphones, you know, like if you're reading an audio book, or, you know, whatever the case may be, like, it's just really cool. So I'll have to figure out where I got this from. Yeah, so that is my Currently Inked. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any of these inks, if you tried any of them. Yeah, let me know what you think about the pens. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. And yeah, have a great day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.